It's hard work, sometimes dirty, usually dangerous, always critical. From the time people began wiring communities, installing plumbing and lighting and heating their homes with natural gas, nuclear and electric power, utility workers have been on the job. Back then, employers had all the power. Workers didn't have a say in their working conditions, pay, or benefits. But times changed. Working people demanded their rights and organized. The Utility Workers Union of America held its first constitutional convention in Atlantic City in April of 1946. There, delegates elected our first national officers. They developed our union's constitution, and they challenged utility workers across America to organize. As we organized and grew, our increasing clout gave us the means to improve our lives and our families' lives. We fought for more than just a paycheck. We started demanding family health care benefits, decent pensions, and a better society. While we fought hard for better contracts in our workplaces, we stood in solidarity in fights for key social reforms, including civil rights and Medicare. Winning took struggle. Sometimes it took a while. But in each case, the solidarity of utility workers never wavered. As our unity prevailed, we created better, safer jobs with pay and benefits that meant our families could begin enjoying the fruits of our labor and that we could retire with some measure of security and comfort. As the 1970s drew to a close, utility workers had every reason to feel optimistic about the future. Our pay and benefits were among the best in North America. Our families were comfortable. Then, in the 1980s, anti-union, anti-worker attitudes of the politicians in Washington and elsewhere led companies coming to every negotiating table with a list of takeaways in pay, in benefits, in working conditions.
Everybody understands what's going around in the entire country today. Everybody understands that every time you go to the bargaining table today, it's to take something back.
But we fought back. In the 1990s, a new, even more dangerous foe arose, one that we're still feeling the impact of today: deregulation. While one energy company after another tried to model itself after Enron and its soon-to-be revealed con game, the Utility Workers Union was in the forefront of the fight to stop the rush to deregulation. We learned critical lessons on the importance of early and constant political and regulatory intervention. Our efforts paid off, slowing the process in many states and stopping it cold in others. We've continued to build a political action infrastructure to keep our union strong through both anti-worker and union-friendly administrations in Washington and our state houses. The desire to improve our working conditions and better provide for our families is a common thread that connects UWUA members today with those who attended our union's first Constitutional Convention. Today, we do this important work through collective bargaining, as well as political engagement, training, and our member-driven national committees. The UWUA's Women's Caucus, Safety, Human Rights, the Young Workers Initiative, and Veterans Committees spearhead important initiatives that impact our members' work and communities. We established the Power for America Training Fund and the Utility Workers Military Assistance Program to use the knowledge and expertise of our own members to build tomorrow's workforce.
P4A model is better than traditional training models because when employers hire trainers that are in that position for 20 to 30 years, their skills don't stay sharp. They forget what it was like to be in the field. The UWUA UMAP program is unique mainly because it doesn't just provide training, it provides jobs.
As these programs continue to expand, we've established new strategic partnerships that magnify our union's impact across the national utility workforce.
The deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
The first confirmed case in New York City.
In the spring of 2020, everything we've built was put to the test with the COVID-19 pandemic.
The U.S. has now surpassed 4 million cases of coronavirus.
It brought a whole new set of challenges and shined a spotlight on the essential nature of our work. Utility workers were ready. Our strong safety program and our unions and members' resiliency helped pull us and our customers and communities through.
I took over this position in 2019. Never in my lifetime would I ever think that a year later we'd be faced with a world pandemic. And we had to make changes to make sure we continued doing what we needed to do. Our membership was doing it for the communities. This union had to do it for its members. We made sure everybody was safe and sound and making sure that health and safety was our top priority.
COVID was very interesting for our membership and for the workforce because we all had to adapt. There was things that we just weren't used to dealing with. Never heard the term PPE so much as you have the last 3 or 4 years, which is good because a lot of times the employers weren't readily available to provide that PPE, and then it became the buzzword of the country. But our membership adapted. We still had to respond to fires, odors, emergencies, etc. And our membership stood up and took on the task.
Today, we're living in the midst of a revolution in energy, and we're preparing our members to survive and thrive. Federal and state governments have set ambitious goals and are allocating billions of dollars for reducing greenhouse gases in the coming decades. We have to be diligent in defending our gains, resilient in our ability to absorb disruptive changes, and flexible enough to make the most of the changes taking place in our industry. These are the same qualities that utility workers have exhibited for generations and will serve us as well as we face today's and tomorrow's challenges.
I think everybody wants a clean environment, but we also have to take realistic approaches to make sure that it's done correctly and protect everybody that's involved with these decisions that are being made.
It's so vitally important to make sure our local leadership and our membership are engaged at their state level and local levels. To make sure the decision makers know that the voice of the workers, the utility workers, are in the forefront. We've seen in California where we're fighting gas bans and working currently on hydrogen hubs, making sure that we're involved in how we shape this new industry.
And as our industries evolve, we must keep organizing to keep our union and the standards we fought for and built strong. We've hired staff to help prioritize organizing and to take advantage of opportunities in the renewables and other emerging sectors to ensure that we live up to our mantra of being the world's safest, most productive, highest skilled workforce.
We need to really get out of our comfort zone and our boxes we've lived in for years and move forward in it, and making sure that we look at workers, no matter if they're in the electric industry, the gas industry, or the water industry, that they have the right and the voice to be organized, and making sure we're there for them.
Some of the last victories that we've had in organizing in Kentucky, Georgia, and Michigan has shown that we're taking a different approach to the changing environment that we face. Going into a state like Kentucky where it's right to work, working with members that were always fearful of joining unions, it's shown that there's opportunity out there that we never thought we would have.
This is a pivotal time for working people, the union, and the nation. Utility workers are on the front lines of a rapidly changing world. By protecting the legacy of our forebears, we will successfully build a future.
I'm optimistic about the future of the UWUA because energy is what we do and energy is what we bring.
And as we continue to grow, we're fighting ever harder for our members, our communities, our jobs, and our families. It's a big fight.
We're 77 years since the first convention in Atlantic City, and as we gathered in Las Vegas, we know that things have changed over that time. And we know things are going to change in the future. We don't know where it's going to lead us, but it's exciting that we're engaged in it.
For over 75 years, Utility Workers Union of America has been in the forefront of fighting for a better America, better jobs for our members, a better life for our families, a secure retirement. We will continue to fight with the same spirit of solidarity and unity that has brought us to where we are today. We make America work.